I cried twice. Yeah. What's going on? I am wearing the Save Toss a Coin t-shirt. You know what this is, Breeze? Nope.
What is that?
It's a Witcher t-shirt.
I was going to say Witcher.
You were going to say Witcher?
Witcher, yep.
Why didn't you say it, man?
I don't know, because I didn't want to be wrong, but I should have gone.
No, I get it. I know. I do the same thing.
This is a fun fact with me.
Okay.
If we're ever in a debate over something,
yeah,
and I am fighting back, and I'm going I'm telling you, dude, that's because I know 100%, zero doubt in my mind. If there's any sort of doubt, even 1%, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure about that. I don't know. I have no clue. But when I'm 100, if you see me standing there, that means I 100% know.
I get it. I totally get it. Yeah. You want to be right, dude. You want to be right. Everyone wants to be right. Everyone wants to be right.
I'll only be right when I know that I'm right.
Right.
But if I'm not right, I'm there. You know what I mean? I'll say I have no clue.
I think that's a great call.
Oh, GLHF. Time to bring Chug's tradition over to the other side. Trivia.
Oh, dude. Please
test
do
the Halo
this.
knowledge
Please
so far.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the name of the suit of armor that Master Chief wears? Oh, God. You can't toss something like this at me when we haven't been on together for 3 weeks. The suit of armor. So I'll be dead honest, I didn't even know it had a name. I didn't even know. Chugs, what is it?
No, it's your question. So
I'm saying I have no clue. I have no idea.
The rule
thank you.
The rule is that when I don't know a question, I wait until GLHF tells me. And if you don't know a question, we will wait until GLHF tells you.
Gotcha. Okay. Continue the tradition. We
got to continue the tradition. We have to.
So GLHF, I actually do kind of remember that now that you've said it.
Yeah. It happens.
Okay.
It happens.
Give me another one. Redemption.
Oh, you're trying to do two at once?
Do we not do that?
Well, normally I do one trivia stream.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah, of course.
If you had to guess, what is your correct to incorrect ratio?
So I'm not kidding. So with last year, we restarted for 2022, right? But for last year, I had, I think, 2 more correct answers than wrong. I want to say, this could be totally wrong, but I want to say I was 25 and 23. So
29-27. GLHF 29-27.
29-27. Okay, so it was 2 off, but it was 29-27. So for example,
I would have thought you'd been more 100%. I thought.
Oh my God, no, dude. He has so many great, and it's not just Halo related. It's
it ranges.
All video games, video game stuff. So, and sometimes I swear, and I could be wrong, and I don't want to say this about him because I've never said it, but sometimes I do think, and maybe he just reads my mind really well, or maybe I got really lucky, but sometimes I feel like he throws me softballs where I'm if I'm losing, if I'm 25-23, or I'm sorry, 23-25, and I'm down 2, I'm okay, GLHF is going to throw me a question that still requires gaming knowledge.
Sure.
But he just knows that I'll know this answer. And again, could be wrong. Could be totally wrong. But that's what I love about him, though.
He knows because he to win.
It's still because he'll ask me a question that not everyone in chat knows. You know what I mean? Or for example, you might have no idea, but he knows based on the things that I talk about that I'll probably know the answer to this.
Yes.
But for example, today I was beating myself up like crazy. He asked me such a good question. Because right now I'm 2-1 on the 2022 trivia. And he goes, and this is crazy to think about, but in all the Halo games, there are only 4 weapons that have been consistent through every single Halo game without major modifications to the guns. They've been standard across the board as far as Halo goes. And it was so perfect. He goes, if you get 3 correct, that's 1 point. And if you get 2 correct, I'll give you 2 points. So I would have been 3-1 versus 2-1. And I'm so mad at myself for this because I got 3 correct.
Yeah.
So I got 1 point, but like a goof. So here's the deal. So I go plasma pistol has been in every single Halo. The Needler has been in every single Halo. Oh my God, what was the other? But long story short, the one that I got incorrect, I remember. Oh, sorry, the sniper. Yeah. Every Halo, and then for number 4, like a goof, I go the shotgun. The shotgun is not correct because the
bull changes names and stuff.
No, not even that. But the bulldog in Halo Infinite is so different from the other Halos, where I was like, oh my God, of course. The correct answer for number 4 was the Spanker rocket launcher. And I should have gotten that correct. But again, he always has great questions. I always learn something.
Is it called the Spanker or the Spiker?
Spanker.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they call it. Yep.
I could have swore it was the Spiker.
Yep. Ooh. Pants said, if I were to start playing Halo, should I start with the original? So there's a debate here. Some people say, start with Halo CE. I say start with the way that me and Breeze started playing. Yeah. I think start with Halo Reach and then go to Halo CE. Do you agree, based on the journey we've gone on?
Gotcha.
Do you agree that, playing in chronological order as far as the story has been good, or do you wish that we would have started with Halo CE and then eventually played Reach?
No, I like starting with Reach.
Okay.
I like the way that we did.
Okay. Kiana, I agree. Halo Reach. Halo Reach is the way to start, I think. GLHF says, the gaming historian in me wants to play them in release order. Yeah, that does make sense as well. But I do love a good... You know what's funny is I like to play games in the story order when I know the story, or when I'm like invested in the story. So I took you through the journey because I loved Halo, but I understand people wanting to play them in release order as opposed to chronological order in the story. But I'm glad, but you enjoyed it, so that was.
I did enjoy it. I think you'd enjoy them both ways.
Yeah. Do you have? So, guys, and again, there's going to be 0 spoilers in this one, but as a lot of members of the Chugs Army know, I finished Halo Infinite. Breeze also knows that I finished Halo Infinite. I told him right away. Couldn't wait to tell him about it. So, but Breeze, I want to ask you, of your Halo experiences, the only one that you have not played yet is the Halo 5 campaign, because you're not done with Infinite yet, but you've been playing it.
I have.
Do you have an update on your favorite?
So far?
Yeah.
So...
Do you have an update?
No, I think I'm still... So I'm waiting because I feel like Halo 4 is going to have something in it that's going to push me over the edge.
Okay.
So I feel like Halo 4 is going to be my favorite.
Oh, awesome.
I think that's just my guess.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it so far because the gameplay is different. Great. I loved Reach. I still think Reach has the best story.
I agree. That's my favorite.
I feel like the cutscenes and the way that all played out is still my favorite. But I did also really like, I want to say it was 2. 2 had Arbiter, where I was Arbiter.
Yeah, because you love the Arbiter. Yeah.
I love the Arbiter.
You love him.
So I feel like 2 and Reach still had a strong story, though. Very good story.
Yeah,
Very
Reach
good story.
is great. Reach is great.
Yes. GLHF said Reach has the best cinematic presentation. I agree with that.
Yeah. Reach is just excellent. Because I was talking to somebody this week, and they were like, "Oh, is Halo Infinite your favorite Halo game of all time?" And I don't know if I'm at a you know how much I love Halo Infinite. The Chugs Army knows how much I love Halo Infinite. But to make the call and say it's my favorite Halo ever is like a tough mental process to make so far. But like it's there, man. Like it's as far as anticipation, it's been so good.
So Chuck, so I mean, obviously you need a little bit of time to marinate on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as of right now, what is your favorite Halo?
Again,
As of right this second.
So I have to split it up into two parts. Because as far as like, I have to make one a campaign and one a multiplayer. Like it's impossible for me to name.
So there's not one that has checked both those boxes for you.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But okay. You know what? I will say this. As far as if I were to strictly base it on like an altogether,
yes,
you have to judge a campaign and a multiplayer together.
Yep.
Dude, it's infinite. Yeah, it's infinite. But
so the combo together, infinite.
Combo together is infinite for real, for me.
Now just a separate,
but
multiplayer.
Yeah, huge but though. Halo Reach's campaign is the greatest Halo campaign of all time.
Okay.
And the greatest multiplayer of all time to me is Halo 5, man. I like, again, a lot of people don't agree with me on this one. A lot of people don't.
Really?
A lot of people do. But like, dude, Halo 5's multiplayer was so darn fun, man. I put so much time into that game.
So I played some of Infinite multiplayer, but I've never tried Halo 5 or Halo 5 multi. Yeah. So what is the biggest difference from Halo 5 multi and Infinite multi?
Okay.
Why did Infinite multi not make it over the hump?
Okay, which again, like I hate to use that phrase, like not make it over the hump or like not as good, because like, dude, the Infinite multiplayer is insanely amazing.
Yes.
It's so good. Like, I am not saying to change a thing. I absolutely adore Halo Infinite multiplayer. But as far as what it is right now, because the Halo Infinite multiplayer could become my favorite multiplayer. And if that's the case, then it will become my favorite Halo overall by far. But dude, I absolutely loved the Warzone series in Halo 5, where it's you and another group of people against other people online, and you have to capture bases, and you have to defeat enemies on the field. And then also on top of that, I loved the rec system. I loved that if you get kills, you have the chance to, like, you know, buy like an upgraded sniper rifle or an upgraded Banshee or an upgraded tank, where it's like this unstoppable beast where you can just run through everybody. But then there could be someone on the other team who's been racking up kills as well, and they get an even better vehicle or an even better weapon than you, and they can take you out. Like, it's the multiplayer was so exciting. And more importantly, the weapon variants in Halo 5 were so cool. How you could get 3 different versions of every single gun, you know, in that game. Just wait. Like, me and you someday, I know we play through the campaigns, but someday we're going to play through a multiplayer series where I can show you, like, dude, check out this Banshee Ultra. And it's this white Banshee that can nonstop fire fuel rod shots and flip as much as you want and boost as much as you want. And it has super upgraded armor where you don't die as quick. Like, it's so sick. It's so cool. On top of that, I was a big fan, and a lot of diehard Halo fans were not a fan of this, and I understand. But I've never been a competitive Halo player. So, like, I've never been someone who, by any means, I could never claim to be, like, this really great Halo player, ever.
Sure.
But I love the movement. I love that you could, like, sprint nonstop and boost and jump and clamber on all this stuff and move around so quickly. To me, I felt like a Spartan, you know, when I played that game. So I absolutely loved Halo 5. But Halo Infinite is, without question, already, the game has been out for a couple of months, and the campaign's been out for a month. But Halo Infinite's multiplayer is already my second favorite. Like, I love the multiplayer. If they had a Warzone feature, forget it.
They could also add a feature that you haven't even thought of yet.
Right, that's what I mean.
Wow, so big potential in Infinite.
Yeah, for sure. And again, like, I fit into that class of somebody who, like, I enjoy every single Halo multiplayer, and I've enjoyed every single Halo campaign. Like, I am definitely not someone who falls into the camp of being like, oh, I think this campaign was no good, or I think this multiplayer was no good. That is not me. I've enjoyed every single one. Every single
You've
one.
enjoyed them all. You've enjoyed them all.
Yes.
But since we did favorites,
Yeah.
what is your least favorite Halo campaign? And again, you've enjoyed them all, but which one is at the bottom?
I'll give you a two-part answer.
Okay.
I'll give you my least favorite Halo campaign, and then my least favorite Halo multiplayer.
Yes.
And this is so insanely ironic because Breeze, you know more than anyone, and a bunch of members of the CHUGS Army know how much I love Halo 5.
Yeah.
Halo 5 is my favorite. It's my favorite game of all time for the reason that it got me super obsessed with video game. Like, again, when I say if it wasn't for Halo 5, I would not be sitting here talking to you playing Halo right now. That's the truth. I really wouldn't. I love that game. And I still love this campaign, but Halo 5 is my least favorite campaign, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's the game that's responsible for me, playing this with you right now. But it is
So we haven't even touched on it yet, so I can't even weigh in.
right, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
And it's only because I'm a huge story guy. Like, I love games that make me feel something.
So you're telling me that 5 didn't have much of a story?
It did.
I feel like there's a big story.
There is.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
5, and I will say this without spoiling anything, but 5 means so much more to people who read the books and read the comics and watched every Halo movie and all that stuff. And then the big issue that people had with 5, which I understand, was the advertisement of 5 went in one direction where people thought they were going to get something, and then it went the whole other way.
Okay.
That's why people were upset.
I get that.
I did not fall into that camp because I love Halo, and I love the Halo series. But it's still, as far as, okay, this is hilarious to say. There was no point in Halo 5 that made me feel like I wanted to cry.
Wow. Which my stream told me several times yesterday as I was playing Infinite that you cried several times playing Infinite.
Twice.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, but to be crystal clear on this, I loved Halo 5's campaign. I really did. Like, seriously, I am not trashing it.
It was a dry campaign for you. There was no tears.
But it wasn't even dry. It wasn't even close to bad. It was excellent. But all the other Halo campaigns were just so much better. Yeah. That it was hard to, again, but everyone's very aware of that. And then as far as the multiplayer, Halo 4's multiplayer is my least favorite, which is the game we're playing right now. So that one is my least favorite because in a lot of ways it very much tried to be Call of Duty.
Yep.
Where, like, one of the coolest things about Halo, and they fixed this in 5, and they fixed it in Infinite, and they had it with 3 ODST to, all those reach. But, like, you got to pick your loadout. Like, you got to pick which guns you started with.
Oh, that's weird.
And a lot of people didn't like that for Halo.
Yeah, no.
I didn't like it either. I love the idea of, if you're playing standard Slayer, you start with assault rifle, pistol. Or if you're playing like Pro Slayer, you start with BR and assault rifle, But in Halo 4, you got to decide. You're like, do I want to start with a light rifle? Do I want to start with a carbine? Do I want to start with a assault rifle or a pistol? So clearly, if you pick assault rifle pistol, which is the standard start, you're going to get smoked.
Yeah, because everybody's got. Yeah, interesting try, an interesting attempt by Halo.
Well, it's because Call of Duty was so hot at the time.
Yes.
And Halo was trying to think of ways to, like, I guess, fit in with that mentality. And I get it. I totally get it.
We're also.
But a bunch of people were like, "No, man, that's not Halo." That's
I
not
can
what
see
we
that.
want. Hey, so I also want to say this because Kiana came in with 100 bits. Thank you, Kiana.
There
She
you
goes,
go, there you go.
I need to ask you, considering we both love Halo, which is true. Me and Kiana both adore Halo. She goes, do you prefer Infinite over 5? Honestly, I personally preferred 5. So, again, Kiana, I'm at a tough spot right now where I feel like eventually I could prefer Infinite over 5. But I have such a emotional, personal, nostalgic attachment to 5 where I can't make the decision. Do I prefer the Halo Infinite campaign over Halo 5's campaign? Yeah, for sure. But as far as multiplayer, which I put a ton of time into, I still adore 5. But the nice thing is about Halo is like I don't know, man. Like I can play multiple games and enjoy them in different ways, and in so many ways. I just absolutely love Halo Infinite. Like I'm so stoked to put hundreds of hours into Halo Infinite. Like I can't wait. I love Halo Infinite. But Halo 5 will always be like my baby in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I love Halo 5, man.
I get that.
Yeah. Breeze, it's been so long since we've done Halo Thursdays.
Is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
It's 3 weeks minimum.
Because it was what? It was Christmas, then it was New Year's.
Dude, so I went...
And something else.
I went to find out like where we were, and the last Halo Thursday stream we had, it said a month ago.
In 4 weeks? Atticus, see you, buddy. Go get some sleep. 4?
It said a month ago.
4 weeks? Were you gone? You must have been gone for a week. Then we had Christmas week. Then we had New Year's.
We had New Year's. But no, so there was a time where we were maybe going to stream, and you were gone.
Home.
Remember when you were gone?
Home. Yes, I went home in like the middle of December.
Yes, and then Christmas, and then New Year's.
Yep.
So now, I mean, it has been 4. This is like
God.
week 4, dude.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, Kiana says December 9th was the last Halo with Breeze. Yeah, a month ago. A month ago, dude. My God.
That's a... Ugh. That's way too long, man.
Way too long. Way too long.
When I was playing Infinite yesterday, a lot of people piped up and they said that there was a debate, actually. Some said you cried, some said you just got teary-eyed. It was the mission where you had to find the pilot. The pilot had crashed. He took off with the Pelican.
Yeah.
And I had to find him, and when you found him, he had a breakdown. He told you that he was just a thief and everything.
Yeah.
And it was a great scene. And my chat was going crazy saying that you cried, and then they said he didn't cry, he just got teary-eyed. And I would believe either one, but I had to ask the source.
Well, it depends on what you feel like. So to me, when a tear streams down, that's crying.
That's a cry.
I cried twice. Aww. Twice. Yeah. Twice. And the crazy thing is, too, and I mean this, like, so when I'm streaming, I try to keep it together.
Yep.
Because I don't want to be like that. This
I'm
cry,
having
like
such a good time.
Like when I'm dancing, you know.
Yep. Yes, that is your dance face.
But that's my cry face too. This one.
Yep.
So when I'm on stream, I try not to cry. So I get that like super tight knot in my throat, and then the tears coming down. But dude, if there's beautiful music and beautiful voice acting, and it's a game that I adore, I just can't help it. And I trust the CHUGS army enough to cry in front of them, you know?
So debate solved, you did cry during that scene.
I cried for sure. And then Franchise just said you should not play Ori. And what sucks is I am going to play Ori. If I say I was a professional actor.
Sure.
And I couldn't cry. And they go, what the heck is going to make you cry, dude?
Yep.
I would go, just play the main menu music of Ori and the Blind Forest.
What?
Yep. If I to this day, if I right now went on YouTube and played the Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the sequel, if I were to play the main menu theme, I can cry on command. No problem.
Wow.
Yep, because it triggers something that happens in that game
Sure.
that just wrecks me. It just wrecks me, man.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I know that can do that to me. Only thing.
That's crazy.
Here's a really, really cool side note. So if you beat Halo 4's campaign on Legendary, you get to see like his face from here to here. Yeah.
Wow.
But if you beat it on easy, normal, or heroic, you get nothing. It's just a black screen. But if you beat it on Legendary, you get to see like a portion of Master Chief's face. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Breeze, I love you. You're the best. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
With CHUGS, so you better follow. Know that he up, like he hit the lotto. Rolling in clutch, like he hit the throttle. You loving the stream? Well, it ain't no problem. You know that we got him. Rolling in clutch, like he hit the throttle. You loving the stream? Well, it ain't no problem. You know that we got him.